Hello, hello, and welcome to CIHVAC's training program. I am so excited to have you guys here today, especially because I have an awesome guest. Blake Crenshaw, the founder of We Scan Files, is here with us today. Hello, Blake. How are you?
Hello, Jen. I'm wonderful. If I was any better, I'd be you.
You're fantastic. So, you guys, this is all for HVAC dealers, contractors, distributors, and so forth. And really, you guys know our gig. We are here to help you become more operationally efficient so we can drive more time towards high leverage activities that are going to create you new business opportunities. And I could not think of anybody better to have than Blake Crenshaw on the line here with us today. And really, this is going to be a little bit different. So most of you have been attending our trainings and you've been listening to me teach and preach, and some of my colleagues on digital marketing, SEO, social media marketing, and so forth. But I have never once skipped making reference to the fact that you must become more operationally efficient in order to uncover new sales opportunities. And that's really what this is about. Blake and his company, We Scan Files. I'll have his site up so you guys can take it down. It's www.wescanfiles.com. Has been a client of ours with CI Web Group for how long? Like a decade now, yes?
Yes.
So he knows the drill. He's been part of the program and is very, very focused on in his own business and in helping his clients' business with uncovering new opportunities for revenue and, like I said, operational efficiencies. Blake, so let's get right into the meat of this and what's important
Yeah.
to HVAC companies. These guys are swarming in paper. And
Yeah. You know what, Jen?
yeah,
They more so than just about any other industry that I'm currently serving. HVAC has a paper jungle for just running their business like normal businesses do, but what they have on top of that is all the paperwork that goes with the compressors and condensers and air conditioner machineries and so forth that go into the house between the manufacturer and the installation. You've got service forms, tune-up forms, warranty and purchase orders. It's a challenge, but you know what? With just a little bit of thinking differently and a little bit of using technology and leveraging it, these guys can outpace their competition very easily.
absolutely. So let's just pick one. So let's talk about maintenance agreements. A lot of
Yeah.
HVAC clients that we do business with, they are servicing or selling maintenance agreements. And I love it because it creates an immediate cash flow for them. That's a reoccurring revenue, very smart. But sometimes struggle with being able to keep up with all the documents. How does this work in a digital environment? What would they do differently other than sifting through their large laundry room of file cabinets to try and find these maintenance agreements to keep up with them?
Right, right. Well, first of all, you get it scanned, you get it properly named, and you create a database that works with your own infrastructure. And that can be easily done through a Windows environment, an Apple environment. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a super expensive document management appliance holding all this data. You just need to scan it, and you need to name it, last name, first name, purchase order number, what have you. A way that you can easily retrieve it within a Windows system, just like you would go into your file room. You know you're going to go into the A through F drawer, and you know that if that particular job starts with a C, that you're not going to quite make it to the back of the drawer, but you know you're not going to be at the front of the drawer. So you know that going into it. Same with something that's digital, except for its mouse clicks away. You're literally clicking into that folder, and sometimes you can even hit the little search function and type in the first couple of letters of what you're looking for, and it'll go straight to it. That's one of the best things about it. But then imagine if you could then create a calendar event for 3 months after you scan that document. So then 3 months later, your calendar event comes up to, hey, follow up with those folks that you sold that maintenance agreement to, or follow up with those folks that had a service or a tune-up done, or follow up with those folks that you had a new installation done. Um, Having that digital document actually work for you, as opposed to sitting in a paper jungle, getting lost, and not doing a thing for you.
Absolutely. Okay, so perfect example. Let's take another one. Let's take the example. You and I were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
HVAC company goes out and they pick up this huge residential new construction project,
Right.
homes
Right.
development. They put in all the new systems. 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years later, it's nothing. It's nowhere. Somebody else has
Right.
got that business.
Right.
How
Right.
document scanning can help with that.
Right, and that's, you know what, that's a huge problem in the I guess the installation industry, or the folks that are doing new construction, and they win this amazing project, and housing tract of 500 homes, and they're cranking out all these installations, but they're losing the service and the follow-up because they didn't scan any of the documents. They're not following up with those installations. That house, there's some, 6, 7 years, whatever, 3 years, sometimes, well, this is Texas out here, Jen. I mean, these ACs, they work really, really, really hard. And even with a warranty, sometimes after a couple years, they need some help. And that homeowner either doesn't have any information on who to call, so they Google, who will fix my air conditioner in Plano, Texas? Enter. And they're going to go to the 1, 2, or 3 spot and call those guys, and chances are it's not the guys that installed it. So a missed opportunity, a missed opportunity because the installation company didn't treat that housing tract like their baby, and literally keep a digital diary on every one of those installations, so they could follow up with the new homeowner.
Absolutely. So they could create a folder inside a digital file drawer that said
Yeah.
new installations, new construction, and then they could date
Yeah.
everything and search by date,
Yeah.
so it would be easy to be able to go back to those homeowners.
Absolutely. Not only do that, but Jen, imagine if that PDF would be date stamped and alert you. Imagine if you turned on your computer tomorrow morning and all of a sudden 4 PDFs pinged you and said, hey, I've got data on this PDF that needs your attention. 4 days to expiration or something like that. 4 days or warranty paperwork. Here's something. What about a PDF that alerted you that, hey, John and Mary Lunch Bucket's warranty's getting ready to expire next month, giving you the opportunity to reach out to them and say, hey, your warranty's getting ready to expire. Are there any service issues that we can help you with? Or if it's available with that model, perhaps take the opportunity to sell them another maintenance agreement or a warranty agreement.
So, question on the warranties. Is this possible? Because this would be really handy for me. I have a hard time finding all the warranties and paperwork from everything I've had installed and done on my own.
Yeah.
Is it possible that a service that an HVAC company could do, or a contractor in general, they could scan all the warranty, the paperwork, the initial service agreements, the installation agreements, they could scan them into a digital document? Could they make it so that their clients had access to retrieve that information from their website?
Absolutely.
That'd be genius.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If the HVAC company had a website with a client portal, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you can imagine then an HVAC company with the kind of technology and a website that's got a client portal that can log in and see the paperwork on their service. And then you're having real participation with the client. And the client has real participation back, and again, more opportunities to serve your clients and to grow your business.
Yeah, in the HVAC world, it's not like you're going to see your HVAC guy, on a weekly basis or even a monthly or a quarterly basis like a pest control guy. So if there was a reason that they had to stay in contact with you, and it was because you were providing a value added service, which most are not, that your clients can easily go to your website, log into their client portal, pull off the sales agreement, pull off your service agreement, your maintenance agreement, pull off your warranties, and then, of course, request service from you directly on your website.
Yes.
That creates that.
Yes.
And I think that would be genius. Even right now, we just, we had an air conditioner phone system installed over the summer. I have no clue where that paperwork is, and I have a bedroom that's freezing and a house that's hot, and I need that fixed. But I can't remember who installed anything, nor can I find
Yeah.
paperwork because I live in a
Yeah.
digital environment, and paper is not my friend.
Yeah, yeah, and the folks that did that installation are missing an opportunity to serve you by not following up after 60 days, 90 days, whatever. And you knowing that something has got to get fixed, it'll probably take a super hot day this coming July for you to, bear down, lose some time on your end to find that little paper trail in that one drawer or up in the closet above the coats for that paperwork, and to finally call them and see what can be done.
The funny
Um,
part is you do all my personal scanning and my company scanning, and the fact that you just mentioned the closet with all my clothes and where all the files are is hysterical because that's very real. And you probably know me. I'm not going to go look for that. I'm going to go to
yeah,
Google, or I'm going to go to our CI HVAC director, and I'm going to pull somebody else new because I don't remember who it was. And I don't have time to
yeah,
look. It's easier for me to look it up online than
yeah.
try and dig through a bunch of stacks of paper.
Yeah, yeah, and there's really no reason. This is maybe going to sound kind of funny, but there's no reason why the client relationship, the homeowner or client and HVAC service provider relationship can't be any different from the guy that orders a pepperoni and sausage pizza online.
Hmm.
There is that kind of interaction that can happen in the HVAC world, and I'm going to speak from personal experience. Before we had our HVAC at a stable place, we had to keep feeding it Freon about every 60, 90 days during the summer because we couldn't at the time afford to get it fixed. And I'm sure there are hundreds and thousands of people throughout the nation that are in a similar kind of situation where if they had an online interaction and that sort of thing with their HVAC provider, you're gaining opportunities to serve your client.
Yeah, I mean, I even notice it, not to derail this, I even noticed that most HVAC companies don't even digitally connect to their clients, whereas
I haven't seen one.
yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
came across 3 people who needed HVAC work, and outside of the person that did mine, who I can't remember their name, I I don't have any interaction with anybody other than my clients who happen to be, all over the rest of the United States. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's an amazing industry to reach out to and to show them a better way.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you guys, the kind of forms, that I know are killers in the HVAC. You got your service forms, your maintenance agreements, your tune-ups, quotes, proposals, warranties, your installation agreements. You have all of these kind of paper. The best thing I can tell you is you need to get in touch with Blake, and you need to come up with a system. And maybe this is a step-by-step system. First, what do you say? Turn your file room into a break room.
You got that right. Get that file room transformed. Get those file cabinets out of there. Stick a vending machine and a couple break tables. Your employees will love you for it.
At a salesperson's desk, something, not a file.
Yeah.
We're past.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Think about the square footage. If most of those folks are renting their building, think of what that 15 by 15 foot file room in square footage rental space is costing them, and turn that space into productive space, and get that stuff scanned.
Absolutely. So that's step number one. You guys contact Blake. You can reach him at the phone number above, 214-519-9637. You could, of course, go on wescanfiles.com or documentscanningdfw.com. Start with that. Clean up the file room, get it digitized, and then you're going to have to cut the umbilical cord to the paper, which is, you have to become okay with the fact that everything is safe online in a cloud. You'll have access to it. You won't lose anything. Everything is there. Cut the umbilical cord and then shred, burn, decapitate, whatever you want to do, the paper umbilical cord. That's first. Second,
Yes.
I'm going to say is going to be figure out how to put it into your strategic plan for next year or whenever, to provide a value-added service to your clients, create a customer portal on your website, give your clients the ability, and be the only one in your neck of the woods that's doing this,
Yes.
give your clients the ability to grab all their documents directly off your website. They're never going to forget you. All the information's there. Third thing is, strategically evaluate all of the information in the documents, and Blake can help you do this. We can jointly help you do this, but evaluate the documents that you have and the timing behind when new lead opportunities for upsales, new service agreements, new sales to existing clients. Start identifying what that date pattern looks like. When is the cycle that you can go back to an existing client for an additional service, and so forth.
Exactly.
And you've got to figure that out. That there is a mathematical equation that says for each type of these services, this is the follow-up schedule, and you've got to know that, easily have access to that information inside your digital file case, and then have a plan, whether it's an email newsletter or a phone tree or somebody actually calling them, that is capturing all of those leads and opportunities. It is a hell of a lot. This is my show, so I'm going to say that. This is a hell of a lot easier to get new business from an existing client than it is to find a new client.
Absolutely. 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 And you know what, Jen? Most of these folks have the most amazing lead, how do I say it, diamond pile that they don't even know about. And it's in that file room.
Yep. Biggest.
You know, all those folks that they took care of, years ago, they can have that stuff scanned and turned into a lead generating, just gem pool.
Yeah.
If you've got even just a small sales staff, or if you've got someone that can just reach out via email, like you said, or a phone call, if all of a sudden you realize your list that you can reach out to is hundreds or thousands of people, just like you said, I mean, those are real opportunities to grow your business, as opposed to blindly going out and trying to get new business.
Yep. And I mean, I'll give you a great example. My insurance guy knows how frequently we buy cars, boats, and or trailers and whatnot. I think he's got somewhere in his database that keeps track of that based on the adjustments we make to our insurance. I, on a regular basis, get a message, and the cool part is he knows where I am the majority of the day, which is on Facebook. I got a message on Facebook from my insurance guy saying, "Hey, Jen, just wanted to find out if you guys plan on making any new purchases for any new cars this year, or if you've already made any, or if there's anything else we can help you with." Got to me instantly on Facebook, because I, have handfuls of messages in Facebook where I have tens of thousands of emails per day. So you have to think differently, where however you think got you where you are. In order for you to elevate your business to the next level, you have to change your thinking. And this is a great, 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 great place to start.
Right. You know what, Jen, you've said it before, and it applies to everybody, and especially in the HVAC industry, is you've said it that you and I are going to be competing against the 20-somethings really, really soon. And I don't remember what your day formula was.
1,000 days from now.
Yeah, but guess what? Those kids are going to be doing it. Those kids are going to jump into the industry 10 years, 15, 20 years ahead of most of the other HVAC guys that are established and doing it. So, you know, it's innovate or move over.
You know, you are 1,000% right. In the HVAC industry, it's a generational business. It's often handed down generation
Yes,
to generation.
yes,
Next generation doesn't know what a file cabinet is, nor are they going to use one. Period.
right, right.
Okay, last thing, and then we'll wrap up. Forms creation. These guys have documents and forms and forms and forms. Is that one of the things you can do for them? I know they're paying a ton of money to have all these forms created for them. Can you do it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can do it. We can custom build the form to what works for them, and then recommend a printer that is either local to them or a national printer that can get the work done cheaper than what you're seeing on Google for HVAC service order forms.
So the great part is if Blake's company is the one that is creating the form for you, he's going to create the form like a smart form so that when you
Yes.
send that form back to him that's filled out, it's scanned, it's auto recognizing all the information on there. It's in the system, easy to search, easy to find, easy to locate, and then throw the form away.
Exactly, and that's brilliant. I'm glad you brought that up. Every form that we do produce that turns into paper uh, generally is zone OCR'd or zone recognized for data. So it's automatically going to look for different zones within the form, pick up the data, put it into usable places to where you can cross search. So, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up because it's not just a triplicate form that gets rolled up into some technician's pants and then hopefully put into a file cabinet. No, this is a form that has purpose. So the technician knows that this form has purpose and that it needs to get back to the office and digitized either right then and there or sent to us, and we can do it for them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Blake, you have been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for attending today. For everybody that's watching this video, either online or one of the archives, I appreciate you guys attending the training session today. This is how simple this is. Get in touch with Blake. I told you how to do that. WeScanFiles.com or documentscanningdfw.com, or give him a call or shoot him an email, message him, tweet him, Facebook him, however you want to contact him. He's
all of that.
And get started with, at least having the conversation and trying to build this into your strategy and your plans. Again, these operational efficiencies will create pools of leads and opportunities that you're probably just missing the boat on right now. And then when it comes down to it, Blake's been working with us for over a decade. So we also know how to jointly work together to create a client portal, to design all of the messaging and the sliders and so forth that really make you stand out, to show that you do something different and offer that item of value directly on your website. And you guys know where to find us, ciwebgroup.com, if you need help with your site. And finally, for everybody who's listening, you guys don't forget, CI HVAC just launched recently, and we're doing free listings for HVAC companies temporarily.
That's amazing, people. That's amazing.
Temporarily. So go on, click on HVAC contractor sign up. You can go search all of the dealers and distributors that are already in the system and get an idea of all the cool stuff that's in here. And we're launching a client portal, so all our HVAC clients will have the ability to listen to all these trainings, network with each other, network with solutions providers that can help you grow your business. And that's really what this is about. So Blake, thank you so much. Anything else to wrap up with?
Oh, thank you, Jen, and just folks in the HVAC industry. This is a epic opportunity to set yourself leaps and bounds ahead of your competition, and to service your clients in ways that you really need to. And in closing, let's get digital.
Let's get digital. All right, I won't go. Thank you, Blake, so much. I appreciate all of you, and we will see you on the next session.